Let's put you on right there. Reset trip B. What's up? Jim here. Welcome back to Chase Street Moto. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time. We're on our road trip for 2025. The plan for this trip is pretty straightforward. Today, Juan, David, and I are jumping on the bikes. We're going to head to Meridian, Mississippi, so that tomorrow we can get up and ride across the great state of Louisiana over into Beaumont, Texas. Then we're going to head up to Arkansas, then over to Chattanooga, and then back to Charlotte. And that will complete our, what I'll call, Southern Tour 2025. We decided this morning we would leave from Speedway Harley-Davidson because we got to get to 85. I'll be checking in and out throughout the day, so hang around. Southern Tour 2025 has begun. Man, I am glad to be on this trip. Let's get some video of the guys. There's Juan, and there's David. Next stop will be meet and greet in Newnan, Georgia, for lunch. ChatGPT recommended it, so that's where we're going to stop to eat. Tuskegee, Alabama, where the Tuskegee Airmen trained. A lot of history. Highly recommend if you're down around Tuskegee, Alabama, you should check out Moton Field. We made it to the 3-Foot Hotel in Meridian, Mississippi. This is the lobby. We got a restaurant downstairs. We got a restaurant upstairs. I figure I'm gonna show you the room and then we can go to dinner. This place is actually really freaking cool. I'll tell you how I found it. ChatGPT told me about it. ChatGPT also gave us the restaurant recommendation for tonight, which has been confirmed by 5 different members of the staff here at the hotel. But everybody's getting showers first because we're all nasty, hot, stinky. So far we did about 620 miles today. We left the house this morning at 6:10 Eastern time. It's now Central time and it's about 6:20. So we've been on the road 13 hours. So here's the room. King size bed, get cleaned up, and then we're gonna go to dinner. Tonight we're going to Weidman's in Meridian, Mississippi. It's the oldest restaurant in Mississippi. We're hoping to get there before it closes. I forgot to get a picture of dinner last night. We ate at Weidman's in Meridian, Mississippi, and I gotta say, the vibe there is nice. The food was outstanding, and the service was exceptional. I had a ribeye with asparagus and au gratin potatoes. David had a filet with asparagus and a chipotle slash sriracha, some kind of spicy sweet potato with bacon on top of it.
And one had their redfish special. All the food looked amazing. We also all opted to get dessert. The reality is we took it easy at lunch and all had salad, so we could kind of overindulge last night, and we did. The 3-foot hotel in Meridian, really cool place to stay. Rooms are comfortable, air condition works really well, which is good on a trip like this. And it's fairly reasonably priced. I mean, hotels, when I was planning this trip, I've seen everything on the low end, like $80 a night to over $300. This one kind of sits about middle of the range. Meridian's kind of a cool little town. It's odd. It's got a lot of like unique art that's just kind of scattered throughout the city. And it's got that cool southern vibe. Today, I get to change my list from 6 states that I haven't ridden in the lower 48 to 5. There are the bikes, all loaded up. World War I memorial. Got to go get gas. I got 9 miles left. Good morning from beautiful Mississippi. We got something new going on today. I mounted the 360 down here on my engine guard in the hopes that if I could get some different riding footage and riding angles. Today we decided to go back roads all the way across the state of Mississippi and across the state of Louisiana. We'll be going just north of Baton Rouge and then dipping down to DeQuincy, Louisiana, before going into Beaumont, Texas for the night. Total trip plan today is about 436 miles with an 8-hour and 22-minute ride time. And yes, if you can see the clouds in front of me, we are going to get in some weather for sure. Just saw a little video of the new camera angle. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think of it, especially for like any kind of riding video. In all my times crossing the Mississippi River and all the trips that we've taken on the bikes, I've never once gotten that crossing on video, so I'm getting it today, damn it. Next up, Mississippi River and crossing into Louisiana so that we can be down to 5 states in the lower 48 that we've not ridden in. I shouldn't have shut the damn camera off. As soon as I turned it off, I looked ahead and there's the bridge crossing the Mississippi. Old Man River. We are going to cross it. I think out of all the places, this is the furthest south I've ever crossed this river. So it's the widest point that I've ever crossed it. A little bit about me. I'll be a little vulnerable. I really dislike heights. I have a extreme dislike of heights. I don't mind it too much on a motorcycle. Not like this. Crossing the Mississippi and we're getting ready to head into Louisiana. Once we cross into Louisiana, I only have 5 states in the lower 48 that I've not ridden a motorcycle in. Vermont, Delaware, Rhode Island, Washington, and Oregon. It's the only places I haven't ridden it.
Pull over somewhere easy.
Pull over somewhere easy, like a gas station. Getting a different cord?
Different cord, same result.
Wow, there's my girl looking dirty. Notice the new bling. I put carbon fiber on top of the tank and put carbon fiber heat deflectors on from Carbon Visionary. I like it. The heat deflectors really do make a difference. I did not think they would, but they do. Well, as you can tell, we got rain gear on. It's because we're getting ready to go through a pretty bad thunderstorm. It's right over there. And we decided when we stopped for gas, why not go ahead and suit up? Worst case scenario, we sweat our balls off and no rain happens. Drop it down in the comments. How do you guys handle rain when you're on a trip? Yes, it rained.
and thank God, because I'm actually cool now in the rain gear. The DeQuincy Railroad Museum. The DeQuincy, Louisiana Railroad Museum. This place is 102 years old. Original ticket window. Original floor.
Over in the corner.
Yeah, George Martin.
George Martin, that was one of our 3 watch inspectors that was here. We had so many people working for the railroad, we had to have 3 watch inspectors because you had to have your watch inspected every 90 days and it had to be within 30 seconds of perfect time.
Now, what's your name?
Mary Barbary.
Mary Barbary? All right, thank you. That sweet woman gave us the key so we can go into all of that. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Shit, I need a light. Oh, it feels good in here.
Yeah, bud.
Holy cow. Yep.
It is amazing.
This is when traveling in style. Damn, got recliners.
Ashtrays.
Uh-huh. Well, airplanes used to have those on them. Get off of your bikes and explore. You never know what you're gonna find. What's easy? Huh?
I guess we could walk around the other side.
All right, you guys just saw the DeQuincy Railroad Museum. Very sweet lady there. I hope the audio picked it up. Very cool place. It's 102 years old, still had the original floors, some of the original window panes, had a lot of railroad memorabilia. It was very much worth stopping to check out. We are about 43 miles from our destination for the night, which is Beaumont, Texas. We are hoping not to get in any more rain, therefore the rain gear is off. We made it to Beaumont, Texas. We're staying at the Sonesta Essentials. Nice little roadside motel. Brian here hooked us up. They didn't have king suite, so we ended up getting 2 queens. I mean, the rooms are pretty nice. This is a lot more economical than the one we stayed at last night. Today ended up being, if I had to guess, 453 miles or so. About 9 hours clock time on the road today, and we probably spent, let's call it 7 hours and 15 physically on the bikes to do that 453. It was all back roads except for a couple of little places where we got on the interstate for like 10 or 15 miles and then got right back off. Really fun day. Really hot day, really humid day. We ended up breaking out the rain gear, as you guys saw, because we did go through some rain. Tonight's dinner plan is this place called the Crazy Cajun, which is like a 1/10 of a mile walk down the road from the hotel. I've heard good things about it. ChatGPT, this is one of ChatGPT's recommendations, both the hotel and the restaurant. I might take some pictures of the food, or video of the food, or video of the place, or pictures of the place.
Today, we're on our way from Beaumont, Texas into Arkansas. We'll be at Russellville, Arkansas tonight, and that's where we're gonna stay. Gonna hit a Harley dealership today in Texarkana. That's our first stop. That's where we're gonna go for lunch. With all the weather, don't know how good the video is gonna be. A little tired, partly because I was up late getting video downloaded, and the kids staying in that room right there, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They were having a freaking rager in that room last night. Not gonna be that asshole. I'm not gonna be that old guy that doesn't just, that calls down to management and says, hey, you need to shut them up so I can get some sleep. We're gonna get on the road a little earlier today than what we did yesterday, mainly to try and get ahead of rain in our area right now. Bikes are ready to go.
Yeah, I got my Wrangler right here.
Yeah, Juan's not down here yet.
No, Juan's not down here.
Of course not. And this is kind of what we're looking at. So we're going to be starting out the day in rain gear. There's the obligatory bike picture to start the day. That's what we're heading into this morning. We just got on the road from Beaumont, Texas, and we are on our way ultimately to Russellville, Arkansas, but we plugged in Texarkana, Arkansas as our first stop of the day. We're going to go to a Harley-Davidson dealership there and eat lunch. We all started out with some gas this morning, so we're hoping that by the time we need gas, we'll be through all this shit, because it's kind of going west to east in a line that doesn't look that big if we go straight north through it. We're hoping to be on the other side of it, and we can strip this rain gear off, fill up with gas, and then have a nice leisurely ride up to Texarkana Harley-Davidson. Yep, we're in it now. We should be heading out of it. I saw some lightning, but didn't catch it on video. Would have been cool if I did. Could have been a whole one of those TikToks that said, that's when he knew he up. Texas Chuckwagon. Chicken fried steak.
We got a chorizo omelet over there. Today we got a grilled chicken salad. He's the only one making a good choice. Hopping down here, but it is Saturday and it's hot as hell. We just had some milkshakes. Now we're gonna hit one of the best roads in Arkansas for riding, Route 7, to go up to Russellville for the night for dinner.
All right, so the rain played havoc on my video setup, and the last few videos that I did while we were riding, the audio did not come out. We did ride a really cool road today in Arkansas. We went from Hot Springs to Russellville on Route 7. Highly recommend it. It's one of Arkansas' scenic byways. We're staying at the Hampton Inn in Russellville. Pretty cool digs. You'll have to excuse the mess. I've got clothes everywhere drying. We went to dinner tonight at a place called Brangus. It's a steakhouse here in Russellville. Outstanding steak. I mean, and the service was impeccable. It was a really cool, now it's a very laid back joint, don't get me wrong, but it was good, and it was what we needed after today. We really did. Today we're heading to Memphis, and then on to Chattanooga for the night. That's right, we're on our way home. This is the beginning of day 4. This is our last full day on the road, and not sleeping in our own houses. Not supposed to be in any rain today. Thank God, because we've been in rain the past couple of days. I'm packed up this morning. I'm actually early. We agreed on kickstands up at 8 o'clock, and it's only 6:45 here. But I woke up, and you know how it is. When you wake up, you wake up. Our first stop today is going to be the Arcade, which is a restaurant in Memphis that Elvis used to eat at. I am all packed up. This is how I pack. That is the same luggage I would have if I was going on a 12-day trip, or a 14-day trip, or a 15-day trip. It would just be a little more full. It's a 40-liter waterproof motorcycle bag from Kimimoto. That bag holds everything that I need. Everything fits in there. That's how I load it up, and then I just stick it on the back seat behind me. I use 2 straps to hold it to the sissy bar. The Arcade restaurant in Memphis.
Welcome to Chattanooga. I gotta tell you, this is probably one of the most interesting places we've stayed in. I gotta show you this. I usually don't do this kind of stuff.
My name's Trey. I'm a front desk agent here at the Hotel Chalet. This is my lovely manager, Sam. We're the night.
Howdy.
We're mostly the PM shift.
Reach across there and smack that camera right out of his hand.
Nope.
I'll pay you money. I'll pay you money.
I mean, if he's giving me money, I might as well. So.
YouTube.
Got a perfect place.
There you go.
I'm probably gonna get fired for that.
I don't know, man. So when did the hotel open?
Back in the 1900s.
Okay.
And the first 3 people, the terminal, which is the big building that's out front,
Yeah.
has a black train sitting on it, was opened in 1909. Once the train station in the south, this train station was the first in the south to connect the north and south together. Theodore Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt, and then a third president, which I can't remember, were the first 3 people to show up on property when we first opened. Back in about the 1920s to 1950s is when we developed the hotel. The hotel then got renovated back in 2023. The ballroom used to be our indoor pool before the renovation. After renovation, it's now outside. It is now our lovely ballroom.
Can you stay in the hotel car or in the train
Yes,
cars?
Train cars are called Sleeper Deluxes. Train cars are amazing. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Where else are you going to go that you could stay in a train car? The train cars are the original train cars. They're about 60 to 70 years old. The original, nothing about them are fake. It's the real deal. They have sat there since the train station was here. We built the hotel around them. The ones that you'll see out there that are painted red, they are still in renovations and being bidded out to the city to either be rolling escape rooms or rolling bars or restaurants.
Sweet.
And if you go to Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, you can see the running to this day the Chattanooga Choo Choo train engine. And they do have a dining car that you can ride in and eat.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. All right, Trey. Well, thank you so much,
You're
bud.
welcome, sir.
Appreciate it. We'll go up to the room. I'm not kidding. This is one of the coolest places we've stayed. Look at this. Here's the room. This place is pretty freaking cool. Certainly one of the more interesting places we've ever stayed. Okay, no kidding. This place is really cool. I'm gonna have to come back here with the wife because she totally would dig this vibe. This is her thing. And it's not that expensive. So if you're coming to Chattanooga, try the Hotel Chalet. It used to be the Choo Choo. Now it's the Hotel Chalet. We're gonna go to Nic and Normans tonight for dinner. I don't know if I'm gonna video anything there. I might, just because it's the ride. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I'm gonna bring a camera with me or if I'm just gonna use my phone. Introduce yourself.
I am the one and only.
Introduce yourself. Y'all never technically introduced yourselves.
What's up? I'm David. That was Juan Jose. He didn't say it right.
You hear me talk about them, you've seen them in the videos. Now you've actually heard them introduce themselves. I gotta admit, Chattanooga is a pretty cool little town. None of us had ever been here before. And I think the two surprises this trip overall have been how much we really enjoyed Hot Springs. Or I should say about Hot Springs, we were only there for like an hour. Hot Springs was one of those places that we want to go back to because it really looked cool. Chattanooga, we spent a little more time here, got to explore a little more. We're definitely coming back here. Well, I'm coming back here with the wife for sure. This is just a cool place. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna stay in this hotel because it didn't feel like I was staying in a hotel. It's decorated in a way, it makes you feel like you're living in the 1920s, 30s, staying in a hotel back then. We'll see if the fucking audio works today. I doubt it. Well, we are on the road. We're about an hour away from Knoxville and we're going to Bootlegger Harley-Davidson. Then we'll head over to Asheville and probably grab some lunch. And then it'll be a straight shot from Asheville home. We ought to be home early afternoon, mid-afternoon at the latest. Been a good trip. I gotta tell you, Chattanooga was a freaking blast. I gotta go back there and spend more time. And that hotel was really cool. Everybody there was nice. The amenities were nice. Oh, we're getting ready to pull into Bootlegger Harley-Davidson. Bootlegger Harley-Davidson. Bootlegger Harley-Davidson. I gotta say, that's a really cool friggin' dealership. A lot of bikes. They had a lot of old stuff, which was cool. All this stuff was destroyed by the Hurricane Helene, and they're still trying to get it rebuilt. They're doing what they can. They got 40 down to 1 lane each way, but it's better than not having a route through here. And in all honesty, even 1 lane each way and 40 miles an hour, it's still the fastest way to go from where we were in Tennessee over to North Carolina. If you're going through here in the near foreseeable future, this is a 12-mile stretch where it goes down to 1 lane each way. So be prepared for that. Well, got some scooters. What's up, boys? How are you? How you doing? Crossing into North Kakalaki. There we go. Hello, we are home. Love being in the home state. I mean, look at this. Isn't this freaking gorgeous? Should I rev bomb the guys behind me? Just a little one. Just a little one. We made it home. We did go through some rain on the way home. A lot of rain, but we made it home. or at least I did. Juan is probably home by now, and David is almost home by now, if I had to guess. If you're curious, I'll drop the picture in here to tell y'all what the final count was on the mileage. It was right around 2,406 miles for me in about 39 and a half hours. That's what the trip B stated, and I set that to 0 when we left the house. We left on Thursday about 7:30 in the morning. We got home, it's Monday. I pulled into my driveway at 3 o'clock. This video did not turn out, well, I wasn't able to do it the way I wanted to do it because of technical difficulties, but this wasn't how I intended to do this video. So hopefully it turns out okay and that you guys liked it. On that note, thank y'all for watching. This has probably been a longer one. Appreciate you watching, I really do. Comment if you've got any questions, send email, words of encouragement, whatever. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, share it with your friends. All that stuff's absolutely free to you, and it does help the channel. Always, ride safe.
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Ah. Asshole.
Really? Peace out, bitches!